Hello, math friends. Today we're going to take a look at identifying the parts of a circle and how we use them to calculate circumference and area. All super exciting topics. So let's start with the parts of the circle. First of all, if I have a circle and a center point, and I have a line that goes from center out to the rim of the circle, right to the edge. This kind of line would be called a radius of the circle. If I have a line that goes from one side of the circle all the way through the center to the other side, that is called a diameter. These two parts of the circle are super duper important because we're going to use them a whole bunch when we are calculating circumference and area. But there are a couple other parts that we should just know. We should know if we have a line that goes from side to side but it does not pass through the center, then that's called a chord. So that's an important part too. We should also know that if we have just a piece of the rim of the circle, that is called an arc. All right, so the different pieces. And then if we talk about these two things that we're going to learn to calculate, if we talk about the circumference is if I go all the way around the rim of the circle. That's called the circumference. And then finally, the last one is if I fill the whole inside, all the pieces of the inside of the circle. Now I ruined all my other words. That is called the area of the circle. So those are the different pieces. And now we're going to take a little look at how do we calculate those two pieces, the circumference and the area. Let's start here with circumference. The formula for circumference is equal to pi times d, where d is the diameter. So let's just say on this circle that I knew that the diameter of my circle, that d was equal to 5 centimeters. If d was equal to 5 centimeters, I would simply just take my formula, which usually pi, for purposes of making our answers kind of clean, we round it to 3.14 and we would fill 5 in for our d. And then we just go to our trusty calculator. Dun, 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 dun. Calculator. And we just punch in our 3.14 times 5. And we would get 15 and 7/10. And this time it would just be centimeters. That's it. Because it's just like going a walk around the outside, right? So then if we want to do the second formula, area is equal to pi r squared. If we have pi r squared, we look here, we need the radius. Well, if we knew that the diameter was 5 centimeters, that's going all the way across. What if we wanted to just go halfway? That would then give me my radius to be half of this amount, which is 2.5 centimeters. So now I'm going to fill that in. I'm going to change it to 3.14 times 2.5 squared. I got to square my 2.5. Calculator! Dun, 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 dun. And I do 2.5 times 2.5, that's the same as squaring it, times 3.14. And I get an answer of 19.625 or 19.63. 19.63. This time I'm moving in two directions when I cover the whole circle, so that's going to give me centimeters squared. So calculating area and calculating circumference, both of them you need to be able to work smoothly between the diameter and the radius. Go to work, mathematicians, go to work, go to work.